Hey guys, welcome to People Talk Now.
Changing the pace on what people call better days.
Welcome to People Talk Now.
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 Changing the pace on what people call better days.
Welcome to People Talk Now.
Changing the pace on what we call better days.
Changing the pace on what people are calling better days.
Changing the pace on what people are calling better days.
Changing the pace on what people are calling better days.
Hello, 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 and good morning and happy Wednesday, and welcome to People Talk Now. I'm your host, Vanessa Herrera, and this is a show where you ask about it and I talk about it. And let's not forget, you guys, that we are constantly, it seems, trying to change the pace out there and what people are calling better days. So yes, good morning, grand rising. I hope everybody woke up with positive spirits. You're probably wondering, like, Vanessa, what are you doing sitting on your bed? But like I said, this is my show, so I record wherever I want. And today I just feel like sitting on my bed, being comfortable. My birthday is, if you're watching this, it's Wednesday. That means my birthday's tomorrow. So party. Just kidding. Not. Anyways, I wonder how many people have had quarantine parties. Anyway, so yes. I hope that, I'm really hoping that you woke up today and that you're first of all grateful to be alive, that you noticed all the little things that you typically would take for granted. And that, whatever it is that you're working for in 2021, that, you're really sticking to it, and you're not allowing yourself to be distracted by outside forces or anything that, is putting you down, anybody that is making you feel depressed, anybody that's making you feel upset, anybody that's making you feel sad, etc., etc. The list always stacks up. Just know that, do what makes you happy. Easier said than done, right? It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, someone's like, well, just do what makes you happy, but maybe sometimes you're not in the right circumstances. Maybe you feel like you don't have what you need, but understand that you have exactly what you need right now. And I bet you're probably like, what is that? You have your life. Okay, that's what you have. If you're watching this, you have your life. And I know you're like, really, like, Vanessa, like, I don't want to hear that today. Of course, yeah, of course. We never want to hear what's good for us. That's the truth. Like, we say we want people to be honest with us, but when people start being honest with us, we don't like it. We run. We get upset. We get annoyed. And so based on what I just said, you have the most important thing before you today. You have your life. You have that. So yeah, that leads me to today's topic. So welcome to episode 72. Wow, I can't say enough. I can't honestly say enough. Like, thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for just supporting my show every week in and week out. And for like everybody that has sent in entries to be part of the intro. Like, I am just truly grateful for you guys being involved because it makes me happy. Like, when the intro starts, I'm just truly happy that people that watch my show, people that are involved, people that I communicate are there. Like, because that's what my show essentially is about. It's about the people. And so it just makes me happy that the people are representing my show when the show starts. So thank you to everyone. I highly and greatly appreciate everyone that has been involved and like has messaged me back. It means the world to me, For episode 72, I wanted to talk about top excuses that people use as to why they can't exercise. And it's crazy. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So I was at the park the other day and I met this nice woman named Sarah. She just basically tells me that, that she saw me exercising the day or so prior, and, and then she brought up this really, really good idea. And I was just like, we only met each other like that day, like we talked in person, but it's just like, shout out to Sarah for like the great idea, because it's just crazy. Like, as people, when we communicate with one another and we just like reach out and start having conversations with people, is that the world just opens up for you. Like, opportunities open up, ideas open up, creativity, all these things happen. Yeah, I just highly encourage you guys to talk to people when you're out, even a friendly hello, anything that can start a conversation that, can just build a foundation of friendship with somebody is just, it means the world, because you guys know me and you guys have known me for quite some time. If you're following me on YouTube, you've known me for almost a year and a half on YouTube. For the people that just know me personally, you guys know that I love exercise. I love working out. I love anything that has to do with wellness and fitness, and that just makes our mind and our body better. So you guys know I've always been about that. So because I've always been about that, I wanted to talk about the excuses that people tend to use for not exercising. Maybe offer some solutions. So if you're somebody out there right now that's going through, you know, maybe some turmoil, some type of sadness, or you maybe find yourself using excuses as to why I can't work out, why I can't exercise, I'm going to offer you some solutions that can maybe get you on your way. If you need to be held accountable, I always tell you guys, message me, reach out to me. Maybe I can help out in some way. Maybe I can offer some advice. Maybe I can send you links to workouts or anything like. So let's get started. One of the first excuses, the first excuses that people tend to use that I often hear a lot is like, I'm tired. I'm too tired to exercise. Like I go to work, I have kids, I do this, I do that. And like, it's just like this excuse of like being too tired. And if anybody knows about being tired, trust me, it's me. Like, okay, because I have my kids, I have a husband, I have a creative life that I try to just stay involved in. And now I've been just getting really involved with my church and just my schedule has gotten a little bit fuller, but it does not mean that I'm going to use that as an excuse. I understand that it's like one of those things that it's a paradox, right? So it can make, working out can make your muscles tired. It can make you feel, your muscles feel physically tired. But actually, the more you do it slowly, the more you're actually going to feel energized from it, right? From exercising. Neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin and all the natural endorphins that will make you feel better and more energized. So even moderate exercise daily, which, I don't care if you're pacing up and down your hallway a couple times, maybe 5 times, maybe 20, I don't know. It depends on your on your level of energy. But all I can say is just try, because doing that little by little will improve your energy levels. Trust me. I always didn't have the energy that I did. And sometimes, in this previous year, I was facing some health issues that I didn't tell any of you guys about, and it still didn't stop me. Like, I don't know, like that's why David Goggins is probably like one of my biggest inspirations, because it's just like, you have to get into that dark place in your mind, that dark place where you think about that negative thought and it just drags you down, and you have to just like put it in a chokehold and like take your power back, because if you continue allowing that one thing that always drags you down every time you think about it, you're not going to feel motivated to do what you need to do for yourself. You're going to always constantly like have an excuse. You're going to have an excuse. So I'm going to give you 3 solutions to this one excuse, right? That I'm too tired to exercise. Solution number 1, when you feel too tired to work out, the solution is to actually exercise. Because your body is a lie, your mind is lying to you. Your mind is lying to you. And when we listen to what our mind says, guess what? Our body listens, because our body doesn't know any better. So begin with low, moderate exercise. Like I said, start small. Even if you just walk up and down one street, just up and down, start small. Do it gradually, little by little every day. Don't push yourself to the point where it's going to make you not want to go back. Like, why would you do that? Especially if it's something that's good for your body. Solution number 2, exercise with a friend that can motivate you, keep you committed to exercise even when you feel tired. You don't know how that amazing that is, In the past, I remember when I would go to the gym, I had my friends and, I had people that I know from the gym that it's like, hey, you coming today? Or if not, it was me motivating them and vice versa. And it just feels really good, Now I don't go to the gym. Sorry, LA Fitness, cancel my membership because, we'll get into that right now. I'm just saying, like, it feels really good to have a friend, or even family member that's like, hey, even me, like, even though my family just knows, like, I joke about this, but I feel like most of the time they're always like, are you exercising today? Or I'm so surprised you're not exercising today. But the truth is that sometimes even that, like, even them asking me that makes me wonder, like, wait a minute, why am I not working out today? And it's just like, even that can be motivation within itself. So definitely get a friend, somebody that is motivated. If it's me, I'm here for you. You just got to reach out to me. I don't know if you need help if you don't talk to me. So how can I help you? Solution number 3, exercise during your most energetic time of the day. If you know there's a time of the day that you just like are like the Energizer Bunny and your tail's flapping side to side, use that time. It may help to work out the first thing in the morning. Some people are, early bird gets the worm type of people. If getting up super early in the morning, that's when your highest peak of energy is, then do it then. And I know what you're probably thinking, like, oh my God, I don't want to get up at like 5, 6 a.m. just to go for a jog, or, even if it's just to walk up and down the hallway and things like that. But understand, gradually, your levels of energy are going to improve. But you have to believe in it. And having to believe in just that thought process means having to believe in yourself. Do you understand? So it's all a mental thing. Can you wake up 30 minutes earlier or go to work 30 minutes later? You have to ask yourself, what is your schedule like? Don't make excuses for yourself. Can you extend your lunch break in the middle of the day to allow yourself to go for a walk if you're somebody that works in an office environment? Maybe, exercising after work might sound exhausting to you. You might start saying like, oh my God, I've been at work all day. I've been walking and I'm tired and all these things. But listen,
Linda, okay?
Is that what I just mentioned in the very beginning? It improves your mood and your levels little by little. It's releasing those neurotransmitters. You're getting that dopamine in your body, and your body's going to, gradually like that feeling. So if that's something that you want, you have to understand that you have to try. Even if it's you getting home and maybe you just for 10 minutes, just pacing in the same spot, like slightly jogging in the same place. It's a start, because that feeling of you feeling tired, obviously it's going to change because your heart rate's going to start going up. Your body's going to start pumping blood, and you're going to start feeling better. And you're going to be like, how the heck was I exhausted 10 minutes ago? And now I'm just like hyper. Now I'm ready to do things, right? But some people will still make excuses for that. And this is me calling you out right now.
Get to it. What are you doing right now? Why are you still sitting here like acting like this is not good advice?
Exercise cannot make up for the fact that you're either not getting enough sleep or you're just having disrupted sleep cycles. Again, for people that tend to get up and use the bathroom a lot in the middle of the night, you should probably stop drinking liquids a couple hours prior to going to bed, because that can honestly really help you out a lot. Excuse number 2, I can't afford a gym. Vanessa, I can't afford a gym. I don't have the finances to go get a membership at LA Fitness. Hello, I canceled LA Fitness. Still no excuse. I can't go to, I don't even have enough to go to Planet Fitness. Look, whatever your excuse is, understand this. The cost of gym memberships can be very widely, from $10 to $200 a month, okay? In 2015 alone, this is a research done by the Heart Foundation, okay? In 2015, nearly 55 million Americans were members of a fitness center. However, 67% of those 55 million people never use their memberships, okay? So if you're somebody who has a gym membership and you're looking back on your year and you're like, holy moly, I didn't even go to the gym like out of 12 months, I might have only gone like 2 times. Okay, that is a problem, and you should probably cancel your membership and save yourself whole lot of money and start saving that for a car or for a home or whatever that may be. But listen, that you not going to the gym if you already have a membership, that's not going to work out. I would highly suggest canceling your membership, okay? Because here's the solution. Instead of spending money on a gym membership, look for more affordable solutions, like creating a simple home gym, which is something that I did, or taking a brisk 30-minute walk in your neighborhood. That's something. Also, there's so many free affordable videos on YouTube, you guys. I cannot express enough. Exercising shouldn't cause you stress, and it doesn't need to cost you money. Okay, that's something that I learned in 2020. If any of us learned a lot of things, that for me, that was one of them. Exercise does not need to cost money. I should not have to pay somebody for a rental space to go work out. Okay, the world, our home, is a gym. Okay, it's all about changing your mindset, changing your mentality about it. So excuse number 3 that I hear a lot: I don't have time. I'm a full-time parent. Yeah, I know, right? You guys are like, Vanessa, you're a full-time parent. Like, what is that about? Okay, between kids, responsibilities, maybe commuting, often, or modern 24/7 lifestyle often leaves us feeling like there's just not enough time in the day. And I get it, to even fit out a workout, you're just like, that sounds impossible. Like, Vanessa, how am I going to fit in a workout? Like, I'm so busy, right? Exercise kind of becomes a low priority for some people out there and in their already crammed schedules. But I will say this, listen carefully, okay? Time, you will not have time. That time that you keep mentioning that you don't have, you will not have it if you don't take care of your body, okay? So stop saying you don't have time, okay? Even me, sometimes I'm just like, Lord have mercy, these children, the day, life. But you know what? I have never made any excuses for myself. And if for whatever reason you just genuinely physically are like, Vanessa, I'm just exhausted, I only slept like 2 hours. Okay, take care of your body, take care of your health. It's much better for you to feel rested, you know, than anything else. Here's a solution for, for not having enough time. Okay, so instead of trying to find time to work out, think about how you can make time. So look at your schedule, look at what you got going on, prioritize, because no matter what you got going on, understand that your number one priority should be you. Okay, so the trick is to find a block of time in your daily schedule that's consistently free of commitments, right? Where you don't got to do anything. Maybe, instead of watching Netflix, instead of being on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever the heck people are on these days, Hulu, whatever you watch, look, cut the time short, make time for you, okay? Because while these people over here on Netflix, Hulu, all these places, while they're sitting down, sitting pretty, getting money off of you, wasting your time on them, guess what? You getting unhealthy, okay? TikTok, all right? I hear a lot of people saying they're wasting time on TikTok. Please get off of TikTok, okay? Do something with yourself, because I assure you, at the end of the day, these people do not give a good... They do not. I'm sorry, but they don't. And you have to take care of yourself. That's the truth. That might be, so you carving out that time might be before after work, during lunch hour, or dropping off your kids at school, or whatever the time. Start with 10 minutes in your day. The next week, go for 11, 12 minutes, and so on. Soon that found time will become part of your schedule. It'll become so natural to you, like breathing. Yeah, like breathing. Walk every time you're on the phone so you can knock out some more steps, okay? If you're one of those people that has a Apple Watch, Fitbit, whatever you want to call it, instead of sitting down, having a conversation and, all the chismes, sharing gossip, whatever the heck. Oh, did you hear what happened today? Well, walk during that, your gossiping hours, okay? Walk. Solution number 2. Okay, I know a lot of people are not going to like this one. How much television do you watch? Don't allow yourself to watch TV unless you're exercising first. Or have you already exercised that day? Ask yourself this. While watching TV, use some resistance band for strength training. Walk in place or pedal away on an exercise bicycle if you have that luxury of having an exercise bicycle in your house. Solution number 3, okay, if your kids are young, pop them in a stroller and take a few laps around the neighborhood, or, just, exercise while your kids are on online school. Walk briskly around a ball field, run up and down the stairs. For extra motivation, team up with another parent so you have an exercise buddy, Maybe there's other parents out there that want to work out just as much as you do, and they need, that extra motivation and that, that support system. Solution number 4, exercise with your kids, Please do not say you can't exercise because of your kids. Man, let me tell you, if I just feel like, oh man, like I can't work out by themselves because they want to be around me. Luckily for me, my kids are getting older. My son is 11, my daughter is 6, so they understand, they see me, they don't even ask questions, okay? You need to put your foot down, let your kids know, like, look, this is the time I'm going to exercise. You go and play if you don't want, or if not, you're about to work out with your mama, okay? I guarantee you, your kids are going to see you. You're going to set the foundation, the example for them, and they're going to want to start doing what you're doing, okay? A lot of people ask me, how do you do it? How do you do it? I just do it, okay? I do it, and my kids see me, and they're one day, believe it or not, your kids are going to replicate that. Your kids are going to want to be healthy. Your kids are going to just be like, my mom, my father, they did these things, and I'm motivated, Go bike riding, Go swimming with your children if you have the luxury of having a pool. Walk around the block and explore the neighborhood with your kids, you know? It's still exercise. You guys are getting that oxygen in your lungs. Excuse number 4. I need to be motivated to exercise, Vanessa. If losing weight or your general health isn't enough of a reason for you to need extra, if you need extra incentives, right? Look for ways to find what will work and motivate to get you moving, you know? If it's looking at other Instagram models or, you know, other people that have similar body type as you, whatever does the job for you. If it's music, do it, okay? Solution number 1 for I need to be motivated for exercise. Solution number 1, make a chart or keep a log, okay? Go to Google and type up exercise chart, okay? Or track your workouts using a tracking app. There's 2 apps that I know about. One's called Strava, Strava, and another one is called Habit Bull. So habit, like habit, and then bull, yeah. Solution number 2, give yourself a reward for meeting your fitness goals. A reward that you really, really want, okay? If you love massages, book a massage at the end of every month. Once you complete your target number of workouts, okay? Number 5, excuse number 5, okay? This is probably, you know. I don't like to exercise alone. Sometimes it's hard to get motivated to exercise on your own. You know? I don't know. I can't relate to that one. But I do hear this one often. Having an exercise buddy can help. Exercise with a friend that can make your workout time just fly by. Like you're just like, wait, what? How has it been 30 minutes, bro? But sometimes, you know, it can give you an extra incentive to push a little bit harder, you know, when you got your friend next to you and they're just like, let's go, right? It is also easier to make an excuse not to exercise when no one holds you accountable, right? So solution number 1, this is how we're going to try to tackle I don't like exercise alone. Ask a friend to meet you for a weekend walk. Or see if some colleagues from work want to join you on a class after work. Exercise with a partner or group increases motivation and consistency because when you're all holding each other accountable, then there's no love lost. Solution number 2, if your friends aren't into exercise, there are several fitness-focused get-togethers, places that you can go. There's so many apps now. There's so many websites where you can find fitness-focused groups that go to park and they meet up and stuff like that, and they motivate each other, okay? And it's well worth it. Number 6, I get bored easily. Exercise is no fun. That's another excuse I hear. So the key to beating boredom is to find an exercise program that both caters to your fitness level and that actually you look forward to, right? That's super important. It's like, I can't even explain really how important that is. So it's obviously super important to switch things up because even me, like even sometimes I get bored of like if I'm doing a program that's for a few months, I get bored and I'm just like lose my mind. But then I tend to tell myself like, why did you really start this? Like, do you really want to be fit? And I'll chew myself out, like worse than a personal trainer can chew me out, you know, because I'm like my biggest critic, you know, and I understand sometimes like if you have to ask yourself like, man, like I've been feeling like this, or I've been feeling tired, I've been feeling sad, and all these things come into play. You have to understand that. So, you know, switch things up every few weeks or months so that way you don't fall into this routine and you don't get boring. Because trust me, I'm like that too. I'll go to the park. There'll be a month where I'm just like super into going to the park, which is kind of happening to me right now. Just because I want to be around other people and I want to have that social interaction and I just want to like hear nature. I want to hear kids, like just the noise. It's just so peaceful and I could still work out and do what I need to do. And use the elements around me to get fit, you know? I'm going to offer you a few solutions of, you know, when you get bored easily and you feel like exercise is no fun. So, solution number 1, find fun exercises that you enjoy, okay? Try skating, biking, gardening, join a mommy walking group, sign up for Zumba or a cycling class, join sports league or go dancing. There's an exercise for everybody out there, okay? Find out what works for you. You know, I see My mother-in-law, who's 74 years old, 73, she goes into the living room, she puts on her music, her Spanish music, and she just gets to working and getting her steps, okay? And if she can get over 10,000 steps, on a daily, okay, 5 days out of the week, then so can you, okay? Then so can you. That should be some motivation for you, because that's amazing to me that she does that. Okay, solution number 2, exercise with a friend can be fun and great entertainment. Join a group or a round of friends to join you a hike. I know people out there that really love hikes. They love being out in nature, and it's a great exercise too. Take a bike ride. Take a bike ride. Why did I say that like bike ride? Take a bike ride. Go dancing, take a class at the gym. Every once in a while, try something totally new and mix it up so that you don't get bored. Because understand that no one is forcing you to do that one thing for the rest of your life. Like, you are not bound down by anything. So stop having that mentality like you're bound down, like your hands are tied. Solution number 3, if it makes exercise more enjoyable for you, it's okay to watch TV. Okay, if you want to watch TV while you're running on a treadmill, walking, whatever it may be, then do that. Listen to a podcast or read while you're on an exercise bike or treadmill. As long as your workout is still challenging for you. If it's easy, if it's so easy to the point where you don't even feel like you're doing it, then maybe you need to ask yourself if you're challenging yourself enough. Solution number 4, make a list of exercises you don't like and then a list of activities you might be willing to try. Work your way down the list until you find one or several that you actually enjoy doing. If you enjoy what you're doing, you'll be more, prone to actually continue doing it, which is so true. Okay, are we ready? Number 7, número 7. I'm too old. I'm too fat. I'm too uncoordinated. I'm too embarrassed to exercise. These are a lot of common excuses. So when something is foreign or uncomfortable to you, and it's just like, oh, I don't know about this, it's natural it's a natural response for you to basically avoid it. Whether you feel too old or too overweight or too ridiculous in workout clothes, there's a simple solution. Start small, but start with something, right? So here's solution number 1. If exercise is hard on your joints, try swimming or take a water fitness class. Exercising with water is easier on your joints and it strengthens your muscles. The more they can support your joints, and the less your joints are going to hurt. If your physical limitations are more serious, check with your doctor obviously first. Don't go out and, start trying to do lunges or anything crazy, Find an athletic trainer to, so they can help you figure out exercises that are still safe for you to do so that you can still meet goals that you have. Solution number 2, bicycling is a great exercise for people of all ages and physical types. Once you learn how to ride a bike, you never forget the skill because it becomes part of your unconscious memory. So you can bike with friends or on your own. So check out Bike Monk for the many benefits of bike riding. Solution number 3, if you're self-conscious about your weight, you could start by walking with friends, working out in privacy of your home, or exercise with trainers who are supportive. Wear clothes that feel comfortable to you. Because in the end, if you're going to be exercising, if you're going to be working out, you have to do what makes you feel good inside and start there, Solution number 4, are you familiar with the equipment at the gym? No one wants to look like a newbie when you're trying to figure out weight training machines. But remember that everyone was new at one time. And many gyms offer free services to members so that they understand how to use the equipment and set up a routine to get results and do them safely. You could also join a class that can show you how to build strength in your muscles and how to use different pieces of equipment. Bring a friend that has a bit more knowledge than you about the gym so that way you don't feel so out of the loop. Ask the front desk attendant at the gym if it helps, about days and times where there are fewer members around if you don't really like, the super busy packed days at the gym. I mean, I personally used to not like those days just because I knew that a lot of equipment was going to be used up, and it was just got to the point where I was just like, I can't do this anymore, really. Number 8, excuse number 8. I've tried before, or I just can't stick with the program. If you set goals that are small and realistic, you will more likely feel like you can have success, not a failure. So solution number 1 for this. Keep a log and post it on a public space, your refrigerator, or even on Facebook. Your friends and family can offer words of encouragement to you. A log also helps you see if you're starting to slack off. So that's good. That way you're keeping yourself accountable. Solution number 2, having an exercise buddy keeps you accountable, like I said previously. So you're more likely to show up to exercise if you know someone is expecting you to be there, because you're not going to want to let them down. And nobody likes being let down. Exercise number 9. Why do I keep saying exercise? Because I'm saying it so much, it's like in my head. Okay. Excuse number 9. I'm sorry. I don't like to work out around the opposite sex. Ugh. Exercise around the opposite sex can often make you feel uncomfortable or inadequate. Not me, but I got a solution for you. Here's the main solution. See if your gym offers gender-specific classes or workout areas. Of course, working out in the privacy of your own home also solves this problem. If you feel like, I don't want to be around the opposite sex, I feel uncomfortable, I feel like their eyes are on me. Work out at home. Work on the privacy of your own home. Okay? Or go to classes where you know there's going to be mostly women, or, Excuse number 10. I don't like to sweat. Huh? You don't like to sweat? Or I don't want to take a shower and reapply makeup. Ladies, okay? Sweat is your body's way of cooling and detoxifying itself. That is a beautiful liquid pouring out of your body, ladies. The amount of sweat you produce depends on several factors, including your gender, age, fitness level, genetics, how hard you're working. However, exercise doesn't mean you end up dripping in sweat. Okay, not everybody always sweats. Sometimes now, especially me, after all the years of me working out, of the programs I've been following, the weights I've been lifting, I realized something. It has gotten harder for me to sweat because I've not only built endurance, but because I almost don't have any body fat left. Yeah. And so I don't always base my exercise triumph because of how much I sweated. I base it on how sore I am. Then I know that I must have broken down some kind of fat and converted it to muscle, because I'll wake up and I'm like, oh my God, muscle fibers. Oh, stuff is hurting. Ow. Right? So, there are many exercises that burn calories and build muscle while not leaving you all sweaty. Understand that. If you're avoiding exercise because you hate to sweat or don't have time to freshen up, I'm going to offer you a couple ideas of things you could do. Solution number 1, work out first thing in the morning before you shower and get ready for your day. Simple, right? You have the whole day. Solution number 2, try wearing sweat wicking workout apparel. Okay? Solution number 3, break up exercise into a shower chunks during the day. Take a 15-minute walk during your lunch break and 15 minutes after work. Solution number 4. If you don't like getting sweaty, you can work out indoors where there's fresh air, air conditioner. You can swim or try a slower paced workout such as yoga that focuses less on cardio and more on stretching, balance, flexibility, strengthening your muscles. So those are just some solutions. There's always going to be a good excuse, but I would just say this. A lot of you can benefit from just being consistent. And I understand that a lot of the things I shared here today, to some of you, it may seem impossible. But understand, no more excuses, because the more excuses that you say out loud, the more excuses that your mind is going to believe. And then your body is going to feel tired. Our body hears us. Our body understands when we think these things. And just the same way when when we have serotonin in our body, or we have that dopamine and we're feeling good, we're feeling happy, and we're feeling all these things, understand it's the same thing. Like if someone startles you and you get scared, your body doesn't know that you're dealing with a life and death situation. Your body's just startled. It sent all that neurotransmitter, that feeling of like being frightened, right? So your body, it doesn't know it doesn't know any better. It didn't know someone's just pranking you. No, you were scared. So it sends that feeling of chills. You get startled. So the reason why I explain it to you like this is because the more you keep saying to yourself, I can't do these things, my body hurts, my this, you're saying excuses, you're just manifesting those things. You just keep And guess what? After time, what's going to happen is that your body is going to believe this stuff. It's going to believe everything you're saying to it. So my advice to you is start today, start small, and don't give up on yourself. Just don't make those excuses, because your body can hear those things, and your body inside doesn't know. It doesn't know until you tell it. And so if you keep saying things like, I'm no good, or I couldn't possibly, I have no time, all the excuses that I mentioned that I'm constantly hearing, is that your body's going to believe it. And if you woke up today and you're alive, understand that you're not going to continue having that privilege much, much longer in life. You're not going to continuously, your body is a machine, right? And just like electronics and things that we have in our house, they're operated, some of them by power, they're operated by power, but understand that the machine doesn't work unless it's powered. So you have to power your mind with good and positive things, with strong, positive mindsets, so that you can start to begin and feel that motivation, and your body's going to feel that strength of your mind saying like, oh my God, like, yo, we can do this. We are capable of doing this. Like, what am I talking about? Let me cut this thing out of my day, and then I have time to work out, and then I have time for me, and then I have time to feel better. But if you don't start doing those things now, then you never will. So this is me, Vanessa Herrera, telling you today, stop making excuses for yourself. You have nowhere else to run. The only place you have to run is to your future, and you're not going to get there by making excuses today. Okay? Damn, that was heavy. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope something I said here today really helped you out. It really made sense to you, and it motivated you to just let me get on my fitness grind. If you want to reach out to me and talk to me about today's show, if you need someone to motivate you, need some help being accountable, feel free to email me at peopletalknow@hotmail.com. You guys always know that I reach out to you guys. I always communicate, most of the time, unless sometimes if my DMs get a little bit flooded. I apologize if I have not been able to answer some of you guys on Instagram. It's just that I have been really involved lately, with just my church and stuff like that. And it's just, I've been a little bit busy, but I always do respond back. So thank you guys so much. As always, you guys already know that before I leave every show, I like to end my show with a joke and a word of the day, because I like you guys leaving with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of humor. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today's joke of the day is, did you hear? So did you hear there was this man who muttered a few words in the church and found himself married. A year later, he muttered something in his sleep and he found himself divorced. I don't know what he said, but oh man, it must have not been good. So yeah, I hope that brought you guys a little bit of humor. Okay, so let's go right into the word of the day. So today's word of the day is
conjecture.
Conjecture. Conjecture is spelled Conjecture. The definition is to arrive at or deduce by some surmise or guesswork, to form a supposition or interference. So did you know, with the noun conjecture entered in English in the 14th century, it referred to the act of interpreting signs or omens, especially to make prognostication. The sense is now obsolete, but by the 16th century, both the noun and verb conjecture had acquired the meanings of speculation and interference that we use today. So there you are. There's the word conjecture. Use it in a sentence, and hashtag people talk now. Yeah, let me know how you use in a sentence, because I don't even know. Got me, y'all. Yeah. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching today's show. If you liked the video thus far, do not forget to give it a huge thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to share this video with your friends, your loved one, with family. If you know somebody that is struggling with motivation, you have a friend or a family member who's always making excuses for themselves, share this video with them. truly, this could really help them out. And as always, do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below, because, you know, I'm trying to grow my community. I'm trying to grow it organically, and I need you guys' help to do that. And as always, the most important thing, do not forget to hit that bell notification right here down below, because every time you guys, the listener and the watcher, hit that bell notification down below, that lets me know, that lets you know when I post a new video, so you don't miss out and you get to see all the awesome content that I put out every week. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching today's show. And as always, you guys, have a beautiful Wednesday. Bye.